All right, so when you read a story problem like yesterday when we did that, sometimes it's hard to figure out if we're multiplying or dividing. So I made this chart to kind of help us decide which one we're doing. All right, so my first step is I need to reread the question. After I reread the question, I'm going to ask myself, do I know the total amount? Okay, if it's yes, then I need to figure out what is the total. If it's no, then I ask myself, do I know the number of groups or the number in each groups? Okay, if I don't know the number in each group or the number of the groups, then I need to check the problem again. But if I do know the number of groups and the number of each group, yes, I need to figure out what those are, and then I multiply. All right, let's go back to this side. So then I'm going to ask myself the same two questions. Do I know the number of groups or the amount in each group? If it's yes, and what are they? Then I need to check the problem again because it's probably multiplication. And if no, then I am dividing. All right. So let's look at the first problem in our independent work and try and do it together and also using this flow chart, okay? All right, let me pull up our independent work. All righty. Here we go. Here is your work for today. It's only one. It's only one page today instead of two. All right, so number one says, I bought a cup. I bought 28 cups of yogurt. Each pack of yogurt has 4 cups. How many packs did I buy? All right, my first step in my flow chart is to reread the problem. So who would like to read this problem for me? Go ahead, Kyla.
Number 1 or number 2?
Number 1.
I bought 28 cups of yogurt. Each pack yogurt has 4 cups. How many packs did I buy?
All right, nice job. Okay, so now I'm going to ask myself, do I know the total amount? Do I know the total amount of yogurt cups? Yes or no? Let me see your thumbs. Do I know the total amount of yogurt cups? Yes or no? Do I know the total amount of yogurt cups? Yes or no? Let me see your thumbs. What do you think? Okay. Okay, if I'm not seeing your thumbs, that tells me you're not listening to me. All righty. All right, so I'm seeing.
Is this multiplication?
So I'm seeing yes, that we know the total number of cups. So let's look at our flow charts before we move on, and then we'll answer that question, Oscar, okay? All right, so yes, I know the total number. Okay, and so what is it? It is 28. All right, do I know the number of groups and the amount in each group? Let's go back to the problem and see if we can figure out, do we know the number of groups or the number or the amount in each group? Alrighty. So do I know the number of groups or the amount in each group? Do I know both or just one? Who can answer my question for me? All right, we'll just break it up. Do I know the number of groups? Or do I know how many yogurt cups are in one pack? Irisu says yes, Akila says yes. All right, so yes, I know my number of groups. And now let me ask you this. Do I know the amount, or do I know the number of, so I know the amount in each group, but do I know the number of groups? So do I know how many packs that they bought? Do I know how many packs they bought? Do I know how many packs they bought? Oh, awesome. I'm seeing thumbs down. No, I don't. So let's look at our flow chart again. I wish there was a better way of doing this, but this is the best way. All right. So no, I don't know the number of groups. And so I'm going to follow my no, and it says to divide. All right, so I'm going to divide. Okay. So what was my total? Who can tell me my total? What was my total number of cups? Raylan, what was my total number of cups?
I did this one yesterday. Yeah, and I said, because I had the wrong one and they told me to go on the correct one. And I did all of it.
All right. Okay, so Akila, what is the total number of cups? All right, who can answer my question? How many total cups of yogurt do I have? Paxton.
28.
28, and I know I'm going to divide, so I'm going to write 28. Remember, I'm using my trackpad, so if my numbers look wonky, that's why. So 28 divided by, okay, how many come in one pack? How many cups come in one pack? Who can answer that question for me? Come on.
4.
4. Okay. And then how many packs did they buy? Or what is 28 divided by 4? Who knows this answer? Remember, you can look at our chart from yesterday to figure out a strategy to use to solve a division problem, which I will also put this on your Canvas page. So you'll have both. Here, Sue, what's my answer?
7.
Good job. So you have 7 packs. All right. Do you guys see how I use my flow chart to try and figure out if it's multiply or divide? All right. So everyone should have number 1 correct because we did it together. And then you'll have 2, 3, 4 to do on your own and 5. Okay. So then you only have 4 problems to do on your own. And then you'll click turn in. Okay.